Mm, mm, yeah. So far, we understood string data type, list data type, tuple data type, and various other 5 data types, right? So, this specific session, I would like to talk about the rest of the 2 data types. I can, I would like to try, I would like to try to complete the with those 2 data types. So even this session also it could be a short. Might I can complete a very if maybe if it is take some time then no problem. And my intuition is that today I would like to complete only this those 2 data types. Okay. So if I complete this particular part, then you can say that you have a good knowledge on Python data types and Python some basic syntax wise. Okay. So next week I can spend some time for understanding the Python built-in functions and Python operators. And if if the week, if it is mostly I can complete those 2 things in 2 days. Yes, till control statements. By next week, I would like to complete the till the control statements. Okay. Yep. So this week I would like to complete only data types part. So let me go for creating the Jupyter file. Give the name of the file. It's a string data type. Okay. So what is string data type? What is string data type? Oh, sorry. String is already completed, right? Set data
Yeah.
type. Sorry, it's my bad. It's a set data type. Okay. So what is set data type? Naveen, any idea? Set means it's a collection of elements in where in curly braces. Okay. For example, inside of the set, we can store the similar type of data elements. Okay. Or else dissimilar type of data elements also you can store it. And we can store the Boolean data, and we can store the none type, and we can store the string data, and we can store the tuple data. Okay. Only these are the data types only we can store it. So if other than these data types, if you try to store any other data type, then you will be getting an error. And meanwhile, we can try to go for print the A, and we can try to go for print the B here. See, careful observe here. Here my first element is the 12, but it was true. And here my second element is 4.5, but it was in the third position. And this is the true is my third position, but it was in a first position. And none it was the fourth position, but it was in a fifth position. Yes or no? So, so based on these results, what I understood actually, so set is the data type. It could be is not following the proper order. No order actually. No order data type. Okay. What does mean that no order? No order means when you're storing the data, it could be the data order could be changed. Okay. And other than this integer, complex, and boolean, even you can use the complex number also. Even we can use the complex number. We can store the integer, we can store the float, we can store the complex, we can store the none type, and we can store the string data type, we can store the tuple data type. Other than this six data types or seven data types, if you try to go for store the some other data type element in a set data type, okay. So for example, in a set, I would like to store the list. Is it possible? If you try to store the list inside of the set, then you will be getting the error. Okay, you will be getting the type error. So that means, so if you try to store the list, you will be getting the an error. Now same example, and so inside of the set, I can try to store the set only. So this particular moment also, even could be, so I can try to store the set inside of the set, then that is also could be an error. Okay. And I can try to store the um, set inside of the list. Sorry, I would like to store the dictionary inside of the set. That is also could be an error. What exactly the dictionary, I can explain you after this class. Okay. I mean, after this particular topic. So, so even if you try to store the set inside of the set, or even if you try to store the dictionary inside of the set, even if I store the list inside of the set, these are the three situations, these are the three data types. If you try to store the set, you will be getting the an error. So why we are getting an error? So which is not following the proper order, right? So if you want to do any kind of operations on those top of the data, it could be very tough, right? So and moreover, it's we know, so mutable data types only we can store it. Immutable data types we can't store it. Sorry, immutable data elements only we can store it. Mutable data elements we can't store it. Mutable data type elements not supported. Clear? Yeah, good. These are the properties of the set. Okay. Now, what I can do, inside of the set, I can store the similar type of elements. So here, 12 and 12 and 45, again 12 and a 10. After you are storing duplicate elements, duplicate means same elements. So it won't be considered. See here, the 12 is repeated two times, right? Three times, right? But it can be considered only one time. So 45 is repeated two times, right? So even though it could be one only. Okay. So here 10, it could be stored only one time, even it is a one time only. Okay. So duplicate elements, it can be remove. It can't supports actually. Okay. It can be just simply remove it. Clear, right? Clear that particular part. So if you store the duplicate elements inside of the set, so it won't supports. Okay. Yeah. That also you understood. So, and moreover, if you're storing the data in a set and the data elements are not following the proper order, so that indexing, 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 slicing, and dicing, it won't be supports. Okay. For example, you have here, this is my set. I have set something like this. Okay. So if you try to go for accessing these set elements with the indexing, you will be getting an error. So the reason is that it's an unordered data type. We can't, we can't, access the data elements with indexing. And even if indexing is not support in the sense, dicing and slicing also it won't be supports. Okay. Yeah. So basically, if we have the data is the set, then we can performing the some kind of operations. So let's do that operations actually. So if we have the two sets, then we can concatenate it, right? Mm, okay. So for example, A plus B. Okay, so addition is not supporting. Okay, and yeah. So if we have a and if we have the B, then what I can do, I can performing some kind of set operations. So here the set operations are union. So what is mean that union? Union means combining the two sets, right? For performing the union, we have the operator is OR operator. So when we have an, so even we can use the a pipe symbol, or else even you can use the union method to performing the union operation on any two sets. Okay. So next one is intersection. A dot intersection. A dot intersection of B. So the common elements from the A and B. So for performing the intersection, we can use the AND operator. When I'm using the AND operator, so it can be returns the intersection values. So minus A minus B. What is mean that A minus B? From A, we are removing the common elements. So what are the common elements here? 3, 4, right? So from A, if you remove the 3, 4, you'll be getting the result is what? 12 and 34. 12 and 34, right? So that is minus. To performing the minus operation, we can use the difference. A difference of B. Even we can use the difference, or else even we can use the minus. Now, symmetric difference. What is mean that symmetric difference?
What is the difference? A minus B.
Difference means
Could you repeat
from the
more?
left side set, we are removing the common elements from the both A and B. So from A and B, the common elements are 3, 4, right? So the 3, 4 we are removing from the
From
A.
A. Okay, okay. Yeah.
So symmetric difference in the sense, first it can do the union of A and B. The result of that one, and from that one, we are removing the intersection values. So that we are getting the 12 and 34 and 10. So non-common elements from A and B that we are calling it say symmetric difference. Okay.
Mhm.
So for performing this symmetric difference, we can use the uh, XOR method or XOR operator. So that is exactly symmetric difference. Now, for example, you have a set and it could have the 4 elements. It could have the 4 elements. Now what I decided actually, I would like to go for adding one element. So A dot add A dot. So you're adding the 100 to our existing A variable. So it was updated, right? So but the position it could be, it is not somewhere, it could be in somewhere else. So here 30, 34, 3, 12 and 4. But when you're storing the 100, so 34, 300 and 4 and 12. So it is not storing in the last, it was storing in somewhere else. Okay, so that's the reason it's a unordered data type. That is the use of the add method. నెక్కేం ఇంత పెయిన్ వస్తుందా? Okay, so I hope you understood the add method, right? Now,
Yeah.
so clear. So for example, you have said something like this. I would like to go with clear. So clear means what? To remove all the elements from A. Okay, so we are going to be removing all the elements from A. So that's a use of the clear method. Okay, so that we got the empty set. So, and for example, I have to discard. So discard is the method. It could help you for removing the one specific element from our set. So which element you want to be remove it? I want to remove the 4. If you remove the 4, instead of the 4 elements, it could be 3 only. Okay. Here.
And then how you are getting that A when you type A dot, then discard the window?
Tab.
What is the command you need to put?
Tab.
Tab. Oh, okay, tab.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, that is the use of the discard method. Discard method, it just removing one specific element. For example, and I don't have the element. I would like to go for removing the 100, but 100 actually it is not available. So that time it won't give any kind of error actually. Okay. So we have one more method. Remove method. So if element is available, then it can be removed. If in case, if element is not available, then it could be rise an error. That is the difference between the discard method and remove method. Okay. Discard, remove, clear. Meanwhile, we can use the copy. So copy means what? So we are able to copying all the elements from A and we are holding into the B. So that here A and B both are same data. Here A and B both are same data. Okay. So when I'm using the copy method, the difference between here we can directly assigning the A also. So even what is the difference between the copy and the direct assignment operator? So this moment, what I want to do actually, I would like to go for adding the some 100 to our A. So after you adding the A, then I would like to go for printing the A and the B. Only A is updated. B is not updating. Okay. So same things, if I do, if I'm using the assignment operator, then what happen we'll see. If you update to any one of it, automatically second one also could be updated. Okay. So if you change the value of A, then automatically B is changed. If you're adding some new element into the B, then automatically A could be also pointing the same thing. Okay. Clear, right? The difference between the copy and assignment operator. Clear or not?
Yes.
Okay. So here we have one more method is there, update method. So what is mean that update method? So for example, we do have a B. and 10, something like this. If we do the update method, so we are updating the a. Okay, a equal a dot update with b. So update, what happens exactly? Addition, this a and b both could be both are doing union. The result we are holding into the a variable, so that so the after you are updating the a, and the value of a, it was your original a value, and corresponding non-common elements from the b also. Okay, that is exactly update method. Clear? Yeah. Now, so not only update, we can use the intersection update also. So what is mean that intersection update? So we are doing the intersection of A and B. The result of the intersection we are appending to the or updating with the A variable. Okay. Now this, okay. Now difference update. What is mean the difference update? We are returning the non-common elements from the A, and meanwhile you are updating the same result. Okay. So that we are getting the 34 and 12. Next one is symmetric difference update. Symmetric difference update. So you're updating the A with results of the symmetric difference. Okay. See, here we do have some kind of Boolean methods also there. So if is there any common elements? If we have at least one common elements, then is disjoint, it could be returns the at least one common element is there. At least one common element is there. Then it could be returns the is disjoint, it could be returns the false. Even if you have one common element is disjoint of B. So it was returns the false because A and B having the one non-common, it could have some kind of common element. For example, I don't have the 2 and I don't have the 3, it was 30. This moment A and B, it was not synchronizing, so that it could be returns the true. Okay. And when you're, so all the elements of A, all the elements of A which is available in B, right? So this particular moment is, so B is the subset, right? Sorry, A is subset of B. Is, see here A is the subset for the B, right? All the elements of A which are available in B. So simply you can say that A is the subset and B is the superset. So if I want to go for finding the whether they is the superset or not, then simply we can use the E subset. Meanwhile, superset is a superset in the sense. So we are taking like, B is the superset and A is the subset, so that B is a superset of A, then it could be returns the true. Okay. If any one of the element is not available in A, then B is not a superset. So this kind of methods we can apply on the top of the set data type. Okay. Now, meanwhile, I would like to talk about the dictionary data type. Dictionary data type, in the sense, it is very similar to the set only, but it is a little bit of difference. And when you are holding the data with the key pair values, so here the key is 34 and value is some anything. So it could be also string or integer, anything actually. Okay. So Python is our string and coding. Okay. So this is the way you can able to store the multiple data members in a set data type. So whether it is the 34 SOC Python coding, right? So here this is one key and pair of value. It's a key and value, right? So when you are holding this particular format, that we're calling it a dictionary format. Okay. So whatever the rules could be applicable for the dictionary, same rules could be applicable for the dictionary as well. So whatever the rules are applicable for the set, same things could be applicable for the dictionary also. Okay. Now, now if you want to be go and add the some element. So here we do have no here we do have one dictionary, right? Okay. Now what I can do, I would like to go for adding the one new item to our existing set. Simply you can give that the dictionary or the dictionary variable name and open parenthesis, and here we can give the key. For example, key is the 67. So within the 67, which is holding some data is hello. Okay. So let me go for print the A. It could be returns the 3 items. Okay. So from this one, if you want to go for accessing only items, then we just go on to give that the method is items. So it could be returns in a list format, and the list it could have the tuple of key pair values. Okay. And if I want to go for accessing only values only, then we can use the a dot values. And if you want to access only keys, then we can use the keys. Okay, we are going to accessing only keys from the dictionary. Okay. For example, I would like to remove the one specific item from the dictionary. Then we can use the a dot pop. Okay, here we can give the a column name, or sorry, here we can give that the key value. So that particular record, it automatically removing it. So let me go for print the A. Then it was written the only one element, right? That is the use of the pop method. So pop item means it could be remove the, so whatever it's not, you don't need to give the argument over here. So simply we are giving the a dot pop item, then it was removing the leftmost rightmost data. Okay, so this is the data it was rightmost, so that it was removing it. That is the use of the pop item. Okay, clear? So you can apply the clear method, copy method. So those things could be similar actually. So simply nothing to worry about these data types. So if you have a time, you can try to be go for practice this one. And so the next class we'll talk about the Python operators. Let me upload this file. Even I can upload the recording as well. You can go through the recording, and if you have any doubts, you can. Nitin, Naveen, Jaipal, Karu, Madhavi, Ram. I hope is everything is fine, right?
Yeah, everything is
Yeah.
fine.
So next class will be on Monday evening.
Yes, Monday evening. So Monday evening in the sense who are attending the session from the India. So those people, it could be Tuesday morning. uploaded. Yeah, that's for today's session, guys. Thanks for your session, your time, and we'll meet on Monday evening for
Thank
EST and EST, and we'll meet Tuesday morning for IST. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anya. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.